Hi everyone, this is UKManicLoomer and I'm back again with one of Dreaming Out Loud's newest designs. This one's called Marble Madness, and if I just show you her Instagram page here, this is one of her renditions of the Marble Madness. It is a 9-pin bar in wide and either 2 in length or 3 if you want the full wrap. I'll show you what I mean. This is a rendition I did last night. And if I put that around my wrist, like so, and turn it over, it doesn't go all the way. So what I'm going to do is a button extension clasp, which you can find on Artisan Loom's YouTube channel. And it was created by Nix Haley 22. So if you want it as a full wrap, you would have to do the 3 pin lengths, which is quite a lot of bands to invest in a bracelet. But I'm going to do the 2 length today as well with you, okay? So let's get the layout of the loom sorted. So we're going to start on the first pin bar, then we're going to drop half diagonally, drop half diagonally again, then we're going to go same level, drop down diagonally half again, then we're going to diagonally up half, same level, diagonally up half and diagonally up half. This has a lot of tension on this design, so really brace it. And when you're ready, press play. Okay, so hopefully your loom now looks like this and you've braced it as much as you can. First we're going to start off with the beginning part of our border. And in this rendition I've used the silk purple 300 packs, just because they're nice and thick and they make a stronger border line. So on this one I'll be using the sweet pink, and we're going to start off with the 5th pin bar first pin, and we're going to follow those first pins to the left. So 5th pin bar first pin, and we're going to go diagonally to the left, upwards, straight across, diagonally upwards to the left and diagonally upwards to the left. Then we go back to that 5th pin bar and we're going to do the same to the right. So we're going to go diagonally up to the right, straight across, diagonally up to the right and diagonally up to the right. And that's where we stop for now. Next we're going to be doing some zigzags. So on this rendition I've done the sweet 600 count Fairy Pastel Blue and the Mother of Pearl. I'm going to follow the same sort of colour scheme. I'm going to be using the Sweet Blue 600 pack, and I'm going to be using the white glitter this time. So we're going to start off on the 1st pin bar first pin. We're going to go diagonally to the right, and then we're going to go from the 2nd pin bar second pin, we're going to go diagonally outwards to the left. Then we're going to go from the 1st pin bar second pin, we're going to go diagonally inwards to the right, and then the 2nd pin bar 3rd pin, we're going to go diagonally outwards to the left. Okay, so from that 1st pin bar 3rd pin, we're going diagonally inwards to the right, and then we're going to go diagonally outwards to the left, and we're going to follow that all the way to the 4th pin bar from the end. And then we bring it in to close it off. Right, I'm going to do the right side with you. So 9th pin bar first pin, we're going to go diagonally to the left inwards. Then we're going to go diagonally out to the right, diagonally in to the left, diagonally out to the right, diagonally left, and diagonally right. And again I'm going to take that all the way up to the 4th pin bar from the end, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so your loom should be looking something on similar like this, and I've stopped here on the 1, 2, 3, 4th pin bar from the end, and now I'm going to go back to the beginning and finish off laying this sweet pink border. So I'm going to go on the 1st pin bar first pin, and I'm going to take it all the way up to the top. I'll stay on camera for this, and then you can do the opposite side by yourself. All my bands seem to be quite twisted today. Right. Nearly there. I love this sweet pink colour. I'm not much of a pink girl. My favourite colour is purple, but I do like the Sweet Collection pinks. Right, okay, so that's going to the end of my zigzag there. Next we're going to do the exact mirror to where we began on our border. So we're going to go from the first pin bar, fourth pin from the end. We're going to go diagonally inwards and up. Diagonally up again, inwards. Then we're going to go straight across like so, and then we're going to go diagonally up to that fifth pin bar, first pin from the end. So go ahead and do that on both sides, and when you're ready just press play. Okay, so that is my border all the way to the end and mirror image of the left side that I showed you. Next we're just going to do 2 simple lines all the way to the end, and they're going to be on the second pin bar and the 8th pin bar. For this I'm going to be using the same colours again. I'm going to use a jelly gold for this. So I'll just get you started and then I'll let you finish it by yourself. So second pin bar, and we're just going to go straight forward. You can get them on pins, that would be nice, like so. And then on the 8th pin bar as well, so we'll be going first pin to second, second to third, third to fourth. I think you get the idea. Right, so go ahead and finish those 2 lines and then we'll move on to the next bit. Alright, so that's my straight lines on my second pin bar and my 8th pin bar. Next we're going to be doing a load of long diagonals. So I'm going to be doing it in the Spearmint Green Sweet Collection and the Glitter White even collection. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on the 3rd pin bar, first pin, and we're going to do a long stretch to the 2nd pin bar, 2nd pin, like so. And then from that 3rd pin bar we're going to just go up 1, and we're going to continue doing a very long stretch. And then the next one, and like I said, I'm alternating, so that will be 3rd pin bar, 3rd pin, going to the 2nd pin bar, 4th pin. Then I'm going to put a glitter on, long stretch to the left, next pin up, long stretch to the left, and all the way down. Then I'm going to be doing the right side, and I'll start with the Spearmint Green again, and I'm going on the 7th pin bar, 1st pin, and I'm going to stretch to the 8th pin bar, 2nd pin, like so. And then I'm just going to follow that up, 2nd pin on the 3rd pin bar to the 8th pin bar, 3rd pin, and then I'm just going to keep going up 1 and giving it a long stretch outwards, like so. So keep doing that all the way to the end, and when you're ready, press play. Right, okay, so next we're going to be doing long stretches going from the 2nd pin bar to the 3rd pin bar. And to start off with, we're going to do a short diagonal. So we're going to go on the 2nd pin bar, 1st pin, and we're going to do a short diagonal to the right, like so. Then I'm going to use the same colour, and I'm going to go on the 2nd pin bar, 1st pin, and I'm going to do a long stretch to the right and land on the 3rd pin bar, 3rd pin. And then I'm going to do exactly what I did going the left way. I'm going to do 2nd pin bar, 2nd pin, and I'm going to do a long stretch with my green, and then I'm going to do second pin bar, third pin, long stretch to the right with my glitter white, second pin bar, fourth pin, long stretch to the right with my green, and I'm going to take that all the way down to the end. Then I'm going to go onto this side, and again I'm going to start with 2 glitter whites. So I'm going to go on the 8th pin bar, first pin, and I'm going to stretch it short diagonal to the left, and it's going to land on my 7th pin bar, second pin. Then I'm going to go back to that 8th pin bar, first pin, and I'm going to do a long stretch, which is going to take me to the 7th pin bar, third pin. And then I'm just going to take it up 1 peg each time on the 8th pin and do a long stretch to the left. So 8th pin bar, second pin, long stretch to the left, 8th pin bar, third pin, long stretch to the left, 8th pin bar, fourth pin, long stretch to the left. So I'm going to do that all the way to the end, and there won't be any short ones because the short one was on this side. So go ahead and do your long diagonals all the way to the end, and when you're ready, press play. Okay, so the next is going to be 2 simple lines that go from the 3rd pin bar all the way up and the 7th pin bar all the way up. For this, I'm going to go back to my jelly golds, and I'm just going to go from the 3rd pin bar. I'm going to take it up a few, like so. And then when I get to the end, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do, just push those bands down. I'm going to do the 7th pin bar like so, all the way to the end. Okay, so when you've done that and you're ready to move on, press play. Okay, so the next one we need to be putting on is a diagonal and an across band, which makes a type of 7 pattern. Okay, on my rendition from last night, I did it in pink sweets 600 and the mother of pearls. Today I'm going to be doing in the purple sweets and the glitter whites. So just get my purples ready, and what we're going to do is going to go on that 3rd pin bar, first pin, and we're going to do a small diagonal stretch to the center or to the right like so. And then we're going to go from the 4th pin bar, second pin, and we're going to just go across to the left onto the 3rd pin bar, second pin. Okay, then we're going to repeat it. Now what I did on this is I alternated the diagonals and I alternated the across bars. So if my purple was the diagonal last time, then my glitter is going to be the diagonal this time. So that is the 3rd pin bar, second pin, and that's a diagonal stretch, short one, to the 4th pin bar, third pin, like so. And then because the last across band I did a glitter white, this time I'll be doing a glitter purple, and that is on the 4th pin bar, third pin, and it just goes across to the 3rd pin bar, second pin. Sorry, my words are not coming out correctly today, I do apologise. Right, and then we're going to repeat the pattern again. So it's the 3rd pin bar, 1, 2, 3 pins up, and we're going to go diagonal to the right and drop, and then we're going to go from the 4th pin bar to the 4th pin bar, sorry, 4th pin bar to the 4th pin, and we're going to go across to the 3rd pin bar, 1, 2, 3, 4th pin, okay, like so. Okay, so I'll do one more. So we're going to go from that pin, we're going to go stretch to the right, then we're going to go, oh, correction, it's going to be my glitter, stretch to the right like so, and then across back out. And then we're going to go stretch to the right, so diagonally, and then just across to the left. Diagonally to the right, and cross to the left, like so. and I'll be doing that all the way up to the end, and then I will come back and we'll do it on this side as well. So again, I'm going to start with my purple, and I'm going to go from my 7th pin bar to my first pin, and I am going to just do a diagonal to the left, and then a straight across to the right, then a diagonal to my left, then a straight across to my right, then a diagonal to my left, wrong colour, there you go, and straight across to my right. So I'm going to repeat that pattern all the way to the end, and when I'm done I'll come back. Alright, so that is my bands laid for that sequence. Next we're going to move on to 2 more straight lines, and they're going to be, oh actually let's do all 3 at the same time. We have 3 straight lines, and it's going to be on the 4th pin bar, 5th pin bar and 6th pin bar. On this rendition I used the silk purple like I have on the outside for all 3, and that just gives it a slightly raised centre, so a bit more focus. I decided I used too much of that one colour, so this time I'm going to be alternating or choosing 2 different types of pinks to represent those 3 lines. Okay, so the first one I'm going to be using is this lovely sweet light pink, and we're going to go on the 4th pin bar, and we're just going to do a straight up line like so, and I'll take that all the way to the end, and then I'm going to come back and do the same colour on the 6th pin bar, and I'm just going to go all the way to the end with this lovely light pink. I think it's called baby pink possibly, I can never remember the names. And then for the centre I'm going to use pink again, but I'm going to use this more stronger pink here, which is what I use for my borders, and I'm going to go on that 5th pin bar, and I am going to take that all the way to the end. If you look at Dreaming Out Loud's account, what she's done on the centre is she's used alternating marble cylindrical rainbow loom edition bands, and that looks absolutely fabulous. Unfortunately I have absolutely none of those kind of bands in my collection, so I'm using all one colour, and I'm just going to take it all the way to the end. Right, when you've finished all 3 of those lines and you're ready to move on, press play. Okay then, so the next ones we're going to be doing is the last of the bands that we're putting on, and they're going to be in diamond shapes in the centre. For that I'm going to alternate 2 colours, and I'm going to alternate the jelly gold and the glitter white, and just get some ready, there you go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the top of a diamond shape here, and that will be on the 4th pin bar, 1st pin, and we're just doing a diagonal into the centre, and then on the 6th pin bar, 1st pin, we're going to do a diagonal towards the centre again. Then I'm going to start on my glitter diamond, so I'm going to go on to the 5th pin bar, 2nd pin, and I'm going to go out to the left, and then I'm going to go back to the 5th pin bar, 2nd pin, and I'm going to go out to the right like so. Then I'm going to go on the 5th pin bar, 3rd pin, and I'm going to go diagonally downwards to the left, and then same pin again, we're going to go diagonally downwards to the right, and we've made our diamond. Then I'm going to repeat the sequence all the way to the end, so we're going to go on the 5th pin bar, 3rd pin, we're going to go out to the left, and then same pin again, we're going to go diagonally out to the right. Then we go up 1 pin, so we're now 1, 2, 3, 4th pin on the 5th pin bar, and we're going to go diagonally down to the left, and then diagonally down to the right like so. And I'll do one more. So we're on the 5th pin bar, 1, 2, 3, 4th up. We're going to go diagonally up to the left, back onto that pin, diagonally up to the right, go 1 pin ahead. We're going to go diagonally down to the left, and then we're going to go diagonally down to the right. So that's all you need to do for this part. So go ahead and do all your diamonds towards the end, and then we'll be ready to put our cap bands on. Okay, be right back. Okay, so I've turned my loom around and I'm ready to put on my cap bands. For this design we're going to need 3 cap bands, one on the 4th pin bar, 5th pin bar and the 6th pin bar. I am going to use the same colour as my border, and I'm going to triple cap them. So what I do is I pop it on my finger, I wrap it around 3 times like so, and then I just slide it on. A bit harder with the 300 counts. Another way you can do it is to use your hook, put it on there, wind it around 3 times like so, and then just pop it on your peg, she says. Right, let's try that again. 3 times around, grab one side, hook the other, and bring it over. But I prefer to do the finger way, because at least your hand's already gripped onto it. There you go. Right. First thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing up our diamonds, and we're going to bring this part of the diamond back to itself. So let's go into that triple cap band there, hook that top band which is the gold, bring it up and out and back to itself like so. Then we're going to go to the 6th pin bar and we're going to grab that diagonal band, so into that triple cap, grab my gold and bring it back to itself like that, and then we go forward 1. So we're going to go into that cap band, grab my top band there and bring it forward, and then just push down a little bit. Now we're going to start the diamond sequence. So we're going to go into the 5th pin bar, 2nd pin, we're going to go in there, grab the top band, which will be, if you've done it the same as me, it'll go off to your left, so bring it back to itself. And then we're going to go back into that pin, we're going to grab the other side and bring it back to itself like so. Then we're going to go into the 4th pin bar, 2nd pin, we're going to grab that one and bring it into the middle, back to itself. Then the 6th pin bar, 2nd pin, we're going to grab that one, which is your top band, bring it back to itself into the middle, like that, okay? Then you're going to go into the next line, which is one down from where you've put it, grab that straight forward and put that on top. Then we're going to repeat this again. We're going to go into the 5th pin bar, 3rd pin, we're going to grab that top band, which again should go to your left, like so, and put it back to itself. Then back into that pin, we grab the next one, it should go to your right. If I can get it, where has it gone? There it is, alright. And then we're going to go from these 2 ends, so on the 4th pin bar, 3rd pin, we're going to go in and take it back to itself in the middle. Oh, okay, so that's just dropped. That one would be on, let's have a look. Right, okay, so that one would be under these 2 golds. So what you do is you just bring your peg, your hook underneath the 2 golds where it's going to sit, bring it back to itself, and we know it's going to loop back, so no, hang on. Right, okay, so yeah, go into this way first, do apologise, and grab it like so, and then it just goes back to itself there, okay, sorry about that. Right, and then we're going to go on the 6th pin bar, and it's the 3rd pin of the design, and we're going to bring that to the middle, and put it back on itself, push it down so it doesn't fall off. Then we're going to go one backwards on the 5th pin bar, grab that straight forwards and hook it over. And then we're going to do it again. I'm going to do it one more time with you before I go off camera. So we're taking that top band in there, we're going to go to the right and bring it back to its, sorry, left and bring it back to itself. Then we're going to go to the right and bring it back to itself. Then we're on the 4th pin bar, we're going to take that one, go right into the middle, back on itself, and this one on the 6th pin bar, we're going to go left and into the middle, and then we're always going to go down one, grab that straight forward and hook it over. Okay? So go ahead and repeat that sequence. I'll do one more without explaining it, and then I'll go off camera and finish the rest off. Okay, like so. Alright, I'm going to go off camera now and I'm going to finish it. So when you're ready, press play. Okay, so that's my centre all done, and at the end you will have only just done the bottom part and then a straight forward. Next we're going to be doing these 7 patterns, and what we're going to do is we're going to go into the 4th pin bar, and first pin we're going to grab that first band that goes straight forward like so, then go back into that cap band, grab the diagonal that goes off to the left and bring it back to itself. Then from that pin, so 3rd pin bar, 2nd pin, we're going to grab that straight across band and we're going to bring it in towards the centre and put it on top of that forward band we've just done. So 4th pin bar, 2nd pin. Then we're going to repeat the pattern. So then it's going to be forward like so, diagonal, and then from the diagonal point we take the crossbar to the forward point like so. Then we go to our forwards again, so from that one you've just put the crossband on, you go into there, you grab forward band, go in there again, grab that diagonal band, just the diagonal band, there you go, and from that diagonal band you're going to bring it back to itself, cross band to the top of that forward band you've just done. So that's the sequence that you're going to be doing on the next one. So it's forward, diagonal, back to, across, okay? Then we're going to do this side as well. So this is now our 6th pin. I'm going to go into that cap band, grab that forward band, like so, go into that one, grab that diagonal, go back to itself, and from the diagonal to the forward bit that you've just done, bring the crossbar over and on top, back to itself like so. Then we go into that one, we grab the forward, there you go, and then we go back to that pin again, grab the diagonal, and then grab the crossband that finishes at that diagonal point and bring it to where you've just brought the forward one back to itself, okay? So I'll do one more and then I'll go off camera to finish it. So we're going to go forward one, go back into that same pin, cross diagonal, and then from that diagonal we'll get the crossband and bring it inwards on top of that forward band we just did, okay? So forward, diagonal, across, inwards, okay? Go ahead and do that, and when you're ready, press play. Alright, so that's all done towards the end. Next we're going to be doing the straight lines on the 3rd pin bar and the 7th pin bar, but before we do that we're going to just bring some of the border across. So we're going to go into the 5th pin bar and we're going to grab that left border, bring it back to itself, go into that cap band there, grab that band that goes to the left and back to itself like that, and then we're going to stop. So we only do 2 of the borders on either side. Go back into that cap band, grab that last band, bring it to the right, go into that cap band, grab that band that goes off to the right and back to itself like so. Now we're just going to do a simple straightforward on our 3rd and 7th pin bar, and we're just going to go in here, grab my gold, go forwards, grab my gold, go forwards, grab my gold again, go forwards and all the way to the end. Then I'll come back and go this side. So 7th pin bar, we're going to go forwards, forwards, forwards again, very simple. So I'm going to go off camera and do that, and when you're done, please press play. Okay, so now that's our straight lines all the way done. Next we're going to tackle these diagonals, the long diagonals that go to the outside of our frame. So we're going to go into the 3rd pin bar, 1st pin. We're going to go in and grab that first long stretch here, and all we're going to do is bring it back to itself, okay? Then we're going to go into 3rd pin bar, 2nd pin, grab that next long stretch, which in my case is a spearmint green, and then give it a good stretch and back to itself. 3rd pin bar, 3rd pin, I'm going to get my glitter white, stretch it back to itself, and then 3rd pin bar, 1, 2, 3, 4th pin, and bring it back to itself like so. So that's all you're going to do all the way up. You're going to have that little band at the end, again just bring it back to itself. And then we're going to do the same on this side. We're going to go in the 7th pin, 1st pin, sorry, 7th pin bar, 1st pin. We're going to grab that glitter white and bring it back to itself. Next pin up, we're going to grab that spearmint green, bring it back to itself. Then the glitter white, bring it back to itself, and the spearmint green and back to itself. So I'm going to go all the way to the end now and finish, and when you're ready, please press play. Okay, so that is all those diagonals done. So you should have brought them back to themselves, and you're going upwards and towards the outer side. Next we're going to be doing the other diagonals, and we'll be doing the exact same thing in the sense that we will be bringing them back to themselves, but this time they're going to be going downwards. So we're going to go into the 3rd pin bar, 2nd pin, we're going to get that small one here, I'm going to bring it down and back on itself. Then we're going to go into the next pin up, going to get that green, bring it down and back on itself. Next one up should be a glitter white, I'm going to bring that down and back on itself. Next one up should be a green, I'm going to go down, go back on itself like so. So very similar to the ones we've just done, except for this time we're going to go back and down. Do it on this side with you. I'm going to get that small one, so we're on the 7th pin, 2nd pin, 7th pin bar, 2nd pin, and we're going to bring it back to itself. Then we're going to go to the next one up, grab that long diagonal there and bring it back to itself. Next one up, we want to grab that long diagonal, bring it down and back to itself, and the next one, and we're going to grab that, bring it down and back to itself. So go ahead and do that, and when you're finished, please press play. Alright, so we are now on the home run, and we're just about to finish our bracelet with this sequence. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the front part of it again, and we're going to go into the 1, 2, 3, 3rd pin bar, 1st pin, and we're going to grab that border and we're going to take it over one like so. Then we're going to go into the 2nd pin for pin bar, second pin bar, 1st pin, and we're just going to go and grab that straight forward. So in my case it is the jelly gold. So just quite a lot of bands on top of it, so there you go. And I'm going to bring it forward one like so. Then I'm going to go back into that pin, so the 2nd pin bar, 1st pin, and I'm going to grab that other part of the border and bring it back to itself. And then I'm going to go on my 1st pin bar, 1st pin of the design, I'm going to grab that forward and bring it back to itself. Okay, now we're going to start incorporating these zigzags. So again, first pin bar, first pin of the design, I'm going to go and grab out a zigzag, and I'm going to zig inwards like so. Then I'm going to go and grab it straight forward. So again, I've got to go into all these bands, grab that gold. Just that gold would be nice. Right, okay. And bring it forwards, and then I'm going to drop back down and get that second pit of the zigzag and zag it outwards. Okay, so the sequence goes forward zig, forward zag. Okay, so it's this one now. We're going to go where the zag's just gone. We're going to bring that forward like so. Then we're going to go back down and we're going to zig inwards. Where we've zigged inwards, we're going to go into there and grab that forward band. Just trying to find it. There's so many bands on this now. There you go. And then from where you go drop back down and get the zag band and bring it outwards. So again, we're going to go forward, drop back, get that zig, take it back to itself. From the zig, go forwards again. Like so, and then drop back down and get the zag. So then it should go forward, drop back down, zig, forward, drop back down, zag. Okay, do that all the way to the end, and I'm just going to start you up on this side as well. So we're going to go into the 7th pin bar, first pin. We're going to grab that last band, which is your border band, and bring it forward one. Then we're going to go into the 8th pin bar, first pin of the design, and we're going to grab that straight forwards, which again in my case is the jelly gold, and we're going to bring it forwards like so. Then we're going to go back to the border part, so 8th pin bar, first pin of the design. We're going to grab that last bit of border for the front. So try and get into all these bands. Right, and bring it back to itself. Okay. Then from there we're going to go forward just the once. We're going to drop back one. We're going to zag. Then we're going to go forward one. So we're going to go into all these bands again. Grab that gold band. Go forward one. Drop back down. Go zig. Oh, wrong one. Hang on. Always give it a good stir so it goes back in its rightful place. So we're going to go down. That should be a blue there. There you go. So we're going to zig there. And from there we're going to bring it up one. Drop back down. And we're going to zag inwards. From your zag we're going to go up one. So get in all those bands. Grab that gold forward. Then you're going to drop back down one, and you're going to grab that zig. It's really hard to do on this side. You can't really look down into it or actually get your head in the way. Right, okay. I'll get there in a minute. Right. Maybe not. Right, just go off camera a second. Right, there you go. And I've still got two. I can't believe it. Right. So tell these things aren't rehearsed, can't you? Right. Right, I have it. Okay, so then we're zagging outwards. Right, just to remind you what the sequence is again. We're going to go forward, back down, zag inwards, From that one, we're going to take it forward, so we're going to get in all those bands, grab that gold band that goes forward, bring it forwards. Bring it forwards, drop back down, grab that blue band, bring it out, so that's your zig. Then we're going to go forward, back down, zag. From zag, you take it forward, like so, and from that forward you take it back down. So every time you go forward one, you're going to drop back down and grab that diagonal band, okay? So again, it's forward, jump back, grab the diagonal band, then forward again, jump back, grab the other diagonal band, forward, jump back, okay? So go ahead all the way to the end and we'll take off the loom together. So when you're ready, please press play. Alright, so I've done mine all the way up to the end here, and I'm just going to finish it off with you. So I'm going to go into that first pin bar, last pin, and I am going to grab that pink, bring it back to itself, and I'm going to go into this one. Just going to tilt it so I can see it, but I don't want to hook the wrong one by mistake. There you go. Bring it back to itself, go into that one, go across, go into that one, go up and stop, and back on this side. So we're going to go diagonally up, go into this one, diagonally up, go into this one, go across, go into this one and go diagonally up like so. Next we're going to go and get ourselves a band. I'm going to use the pink again to clip it off, and a C-clip. Just open this little baggie. If you've seen my previous tutorials, you know how graceful I am when it comes to putting this band through, but let's have a go again. So we're going to go and put a hook all the way through every single one of those bands and off to the side. Then I'm going to just put the band on the hook, bring it around so the hook doesn't catch on any of the other bands, pull it through. Then I'm going to loop it onto my finger on both ends, like so. And then I'm going to clip it. And there you go, that's all done. Next I'm going to have a look down the sides, and as you can see, there's a nice bowing there. There's lots and lots of pressure on this band, but there's nothing hanging loose, so I'm happy to take it off now. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it off at the sides first, because that will start relieving the pressure in the middle and allow you to get them off easier. So just go all the way up on the sides. Like so, and then you're going to go back to the first pin bar and do that one as well. And you should already feel that the pressure that was caving it in is starting to release. Right, so that's all that part done. Now we've just got to do the middle. Now I'm going to take it all off on camera, but if you want to go ahead and just fast forward it to see the end results, that's absolutely fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go middle, out to the left, back to the middle, to the right, back to the middle, go left, 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 back to the middle, go right, right, and right. Right there, not never left. There you go. And I'm just going to do that. So go left all the way, back to the middle, go right all the way, and that way I'm doing it nice and evenly. And back to the middle, I'm going left again, back to the middle, go right. I suppose it doesn't matter how you or what sequence you do, I just do this way because it just makes it even as I come off. There's no way that you can pull this off, there's too many bands, too much tension, so you will have to take it off with a hook slowly. I don't know about you, but I've got terrible cramp in my hands from this design. But it is worth it. It's a very pretty bracelet, and I am a fanatic about cuff bracelets, especially 9-pin ones. So this is definitely going to be on my favourite list. And I'm thinking what I'll do on this one, because it's not the full 3 loom length, so it's not going to wrap around my wrist all the way. I'm going to do a button closure, like I said at the beginning, which was designed by Nix Haley 22 and tutorialed by Artisan Loom. And then I'm going to also do a chaining on it, which again was brought up on by the Nix Haley 22, otherwise known as the Cuff Queen, and I believe she brought it out on her Kings of Armour rendition or design, and Artisan Loom does a tutorial on how to chain a double border as well. So I will put both their details in the box below, along with mine and dreamin.out.loud, so you can check out and see whether you want to go ahead and do a similar thing, or whether you want to try and do the whole 3 lengths. I'm nearly there now. It's looking great at the moment. So okay, so I've missed the chain here and I've just noticed, so because it's near the beginning I can go back later and fix it, but it's not something we would have done together, so your renditions will be absolutely fine. And I find that every rendition of any design that I do, there's always one slight fault with it, whether I've missed a stitch or I've picked up the wrong colour band. So yeah, I'm going to correct that. That's just loose here, but it's near enough at the top that I'll be able to weave it in and close off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop a C-clip on all 3 parts of this here, and then I'll fix it off camera. But now that's nice and secured for later. And without untwisting any of the bands, this is what my second rendition of the marble Madness bracelet, and it was designed by my friend dreamin.out.loud, and yeah, I'm definitely in love with this one. The design and the colours are just fabulous, and I think you could have so much fun with it. So that's the front side. That is the back side. Let me see if I can just zoom in for you. I don't want to go out of focus, so there you go. So as you can see, it's lovely and sparkly with all those glitter white involved with it. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to end this tutorial. I'm going to chain up this side here, sort out my bands and put a closure on, and when I'm done that I will stick it on Instagram for you to see. So once again, from the UKManicLoomer, thanks for watching and bye.